So we are getting more and more reports every day that the Eagles are going to pursue a quarterback this offseason. A guy like Russell Wilson, I totally get. But Jimmy Garoppolo? What? Dallas still stinks. You're by doing King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day in Howie Vision. Hope you guys are doing well, because it is Howie Vision, and we are all living in it, man. I tell you what, things are going to get crazy this offseason because they're already starting to. And before I get into it, I gotta say, if you haven't, make sure you like, subscribe. We're going to have football content all off season, almost every day, as well as basketball stuff. So you definitely don't want to miss it. And if you've been subscribed for a while, double check and make sure you weren't unsubscribed, because I had a bunch of people come to me saying they got unsubscribed, they didn't do it, they don't know how it happened. And then I said that yesterday, and a bunch of people after that even told me, yeah, I'm getting unsubscribed too. So I don't know if it's a glitch on YouTube, what it is. Maybe they're just coming for my meats. I don't know, but just double check. Now, the Eagles, if you remember, after we lost to Tampa Bay, they had a press conference. And at the end of the year, you had Nick Sirianni, my gabagool, cannoli-eating coach, along with Howie Roseman, calculating the calculations of cornbread, got up there and he gave a press conference. And one of the surprising things about the press conference was Howie Roseman, how quick he was to say, Jalen Hurts is our starter going into next year. It kind of shocked me. It kind of shocked a bunch of other people, because Howie Roseman tends to hold things close to his vest. Even if you know what he's going to do and it's kind of obvious, he still doesn't usually like to commit to something. So it kind of threw some people off when he did it. And then now we're starting to get reports, and these are multiple reports, that the Eagles are going to be pursuing a quarterback this offseason. They're going to look to add a quarterback. They're not sure if they trust Hurts as a passer going forward. All sorts of things like that. And look, it's the offseason. It could be true. It could not be true. Only time will tell. But one of the things is there's a lot of teams that are going to be going after a quarterback. I think there's a lot of teams that are going to be desperate for a quarterback. And so the Eagles are going to have to be very aggressive if this is something that they decide to do. Fortunately for them, they have the firepower. They have 3 first-round picks. They have other picks. They have plenty of things that they can give if they want to go make a move this year. Now, I've talked about Russell Wilson. We have talked about Deshaun Watson in the past. Deshaun Watson, as long as he has this legal stuff over his head, I think he's a no-go. Nobody's going to go out and get him until whether the stuff off the field is solved. Did he clear his name? How long is he going to be suspended? So I think he's really not a viable option for anybody right now. Then you have Russell Wilson. Now, I've done videos on Russell Wilson. To me, Russell Wilson is a elite quarterback still, who can play another 4 to 5 years in this league, in my opinion, at an MVP level. Okay, we've said that. So if the Eagles were to make a move for, let's say, Russell Wilson, I totally would understand it. I would totally get it. Okay, I could understand it. If they chose to keep Jalen Hurts, I totally get it. I'm totally good with it. Either way, I would be good with it. Okay, no problem. What I'm not good with, and what I think could be a huge, major mistake by the Eagles, is if they were to go out and pursue Jimmy Garoppolo of the 49ers. We are getting reports, Albert Breer again, he said he expects the Eagles to pursue Jimmy Garoppolo this offseason. When I heard that, my heart started to flutter, and I started to feel faint, and things got dizzy, because I'm like, no, you can't do this. I think this would be a major mistake by the Eagles. Now, some people really love Jimmy G. They think that, hey, you can win with Jimmy G. You can win with Garoppolo. Look what he did with the 49ers. He's won playoff games. He's gotten them to a Super Bowl. He almost got them to one last year. And, I agree with all those things. But the thing is look at the team around him. Look at the players around him. He's got a decent offensive line. He's got Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle. He's got weapons out the wazoo. All right, he's got weapons out the ass. In order for a guy like Jimmy G to win it all, and look, I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's a maybe top 15, top 16 quarterback. I don't think he's a top 10 quarterback. Maybe a top 15 at best. At best, he's 15th at best. You might be able to win with him, but you have to build around him. You have to have players all over the place, okay? Which means you're going to have to trade for him. Then you're going to have to go out and make sure you got to go get Devontae Adams. You got to have Devontae Smith. You got to have weapons everywhere. You got to have a good defense. You can't have any holes, which puts more pressure on your GM, Howie Roseman. We're all living in Howie Vision, who, by the way, tends to miss on a lot of picks. I think this is a dangerous combination, and I think this would be a really bad move for the Eagles. I do not want Jimmy G. I do not want him, okay? To me, Jimmy G, if he was that guy, versus the Rams, he would have pulled that game out. Now, I know the Rams' defensive line in the last two series really took that game over, but he would have found a way to get it done. He couldn't. I think Jimmy G is a average quarterback, top 15 maybe, somewhere around 15. But he's not going to win you any titles. He's not going to win any titles. He'll get you to the playoffs. He'll win games in the regular season if he's not hurt. That's the other problem. He gets hurt all the time. He's always hurt. So, to me, I don't know why the Eagles would consider this at all. I would stay clear of Jimmy Garoppolo. I definitely would. I mean, the 49ers are going to trade him, right? Because they got Trey Lance. If he was so good and he was so capable of winning a Super Bowl, a team like the 49ers who are built with they have a good run game, they have a good passing game, good offense, they have a great team. If he's so good, why don't they just keep him? Why don't they just keep him? If they think that he can win them multiple Super Bowls. They don't. So they're looking to trade him. And here's the thing. They're asking for a first-round pick. A first-round pick for Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm not giving up a first-round pick. And I was listening to a Monday Morning Quarterback, and they were talking, about how he's worth somewhere around the top, somewhere around the 20th to the 25th pick. Mid to late first round is his value. No, you stay away from that. Damn, I look like Denzel Washington today. Look at that. Yeah. But seriously, I definitely do. I can't help it. I'm good looking. Won't be jealous of me. Look at his face. Denzel Washington. But anyways, I mean, they want a first round pick for him, a mid first round pick. I wouldn't do it. What a mistake that would be by the Eagles. Listen, if you think about this, if you draft or if you trade for Jimmy Garoppolo, let's say the Eagles say, we want to get Jimmy Garoppolo, we're going to give the 19th pickup. Sure, you still have 2 first-round picks, which you have to hit, by the way. They have to come in. They have to be instant starters. But you get Jimmy G, and now you've given a first-round pick for him. He's 30 years old. I think he threw 20 touchdown passes last year, 12 interceptions. I think he threw for like 68%. Now, you have a guy who you just invested a first-round pick in. So you're going to use the other 2 picks most likely in the draft because you're going to have to build around him. Now, what are you going to do in a year or two? What are you going to do in a year or two when you need a quarterback again? Because you will need a quarterback fairly soon with Jimmy G. He's always hurt. And I don't know how long he's going to play. I don't think he's playing till 37, 38, 34. So now you've just used all your draft capital to get a quarterback who is an average quarterback. To me, I would rather stick with Jalen Hurts and see what he can do. Maybe he can develop into a better passer. If he can develop, almost as good of a passer as Jimmy G, who I don't think is the greatest passer in the world, he's better because he's got the legs and the mobility. So I would not waste my time at all with Jimmy Garoppolo. I think this would be a catastrophe. I think this would be a cataclysmic mistake by the Eagles. You'd have to give up a first-round pick for Garoppolo, and then when you need the draft capital to get another quarterback, how are you going to do it? And here's the other thing, and I didn't even think about this, but if you draft Jimmy G, then you may really try to take one of those first-round picks and draft a quarterback this year. Now, you got guys like Pickett and then Malik Willis. They're probably going to rise in the draft, so you'd have to trade for one of them. So you would trade for a quarterback, then let's say you draft a quarterback in the first round. Now he's got to sit behind Jimmy G a few years. You're not getting any production out of your first round pick. You don't have any future first round picks, and you got to hope that these guys develop. Jimmy G is a bridge quarterback at best. The 49ers used him for exactly what he is. A bridge quarterback who can win you games, get you in the playoffs, while you develop a quarterback behind him. That's all I think he is. I think, to me, he's like an Alex Smith. I see him like that. Yeah, you could probably win some games if you have a really good team around him. No holes, no flaws, okay? But to me, he's not so good that I'm going to get rid of Jalen Hurts for Jimmy G. It doesn't make any sense. And let me tell you, if you're Jalen Hurts, you're not going to say, oh, the Eagles trade for Garoppolo, I'll be the backup now, and sit behind Garoppolo and learn for a few years. They're not going to do that. Jalen Hurts is going to win out. You're going to have to trade him. So now you're going to have to trade Garoppolo, and then you're going to have to trade Hurts. Then you have Gardner Minshew, who I think could be Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, I think he could be him. So, to me, going after Jimmy Garoppolo, if these rumors are true, and thank God right now it's just rumors, but if they go after Jimmy Garoppolo, I think it's a big mistake. The Eagles should stay clear. Now, if it's Russell Wilson, that's a different story. You can go after Russell Wilson. He's an elite quarterback. You're talking about a major upgrade, a guy who could go win games for you, okay? Here's how I see it. If Garoppolo's playing with the Eagles versus Tampa Bay, I still think the Eagles lose. If Russell Wilson's playing for the Eagles versus Tampa Bay in the playoffs, they're going to win, okay? So, to me, it's a big difference. Russell Wilson could be a MVP candidate for the next 4 or 5 years. He can hide deficiencies on your team. He's that good. Garoppolo, he's an average quarterback. He's an average quarterback. And he played on a really, really good team with a really good coach who knew how to coach, knew how to run the ball, and knew how to use the talent around him. And it helps Garoppolo a lot. I mean, dude, you ever see the yards after catch that Deebo Samuel has, that George Kittle have, that Brandon Ayuk have? I mean, it's ridiculous. To me, you want to make a trade, and just take out, whether you think Hurts should stay here or not. That's a whole different argument. But just in terms of if you're going to go out and do it and you're going to go get a quarterback, do not waste it on Jimmy G. Like I said, you have to give a first-round pick for him. Then you'll probably have to use a first-round pick to draft a quarterback for the future. And then you're only getting one pick that maybe can play this year. I don't think it's worth it. I think Jimmy G, he should end up going to a team like Pittsburgh, a team like Washington, a team like that who is really, really desperate for a quarterback. Otherwise, just develop Jalen Hurts one more year. I'd much rather do that and have an extra get an extra pick in 2023 than go out and trade for Jimmy G. I think that would be ludicrous, as Mike Tyson says. It'd be ludicrous. I think it would be. And I am the white Mike Tyson, by the way. I am. Fat Flash, white Mike Tyson, Denzel Washington, King Dingbat. I'm all those things. But I tell you what, I'm not trading for Jimmy G. Ain't no way in hell. I think that would be a mistake. And I think his value is getting way blown up because he had a good run in the playoffs. Stay away, because to me, he's an average quarterback, maybe slightly above average, who's a good bridge quarterback. And if we're going to go down that route, just keep Jalen Hurts or play Gardner Minshew. Don't go for Garoppolo. Those are my thoughts on it. What do you guys think? Let me know. I know, by the way, Harden's not playing tonight for the Sixers, so expect me to start streaming the Sixers after the All-Star. I'm working some things. I'm trying to get schedules panned out so we could do a whole bunch of them. And once again, make sure if you haven't liked, subscribe, all those good things, let me know what you think in the comment section. Take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Okay, so by popular request, I was asked if I would put the Mark Holmes meltdown at the end of this video. I was told if I do it, I will finally hit 37,000 subscribers. So I'm a superstitious guy. I'm going to do it for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get this thing. Now, we got time for one more play.
We had enough time for one more play.
The officials are bad.
We had one
Yo,
more.
you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
gotta
me.
be kidding me. We had enough time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What you doing?
running from
What you
a.
doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Kellen Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Away, but, you know, this is just
The brother screwed us.
You know, I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way
We had an opportunity for one more play.